Body. It is late. It is 1:30. Oh, so my channel. Gotta check my volume level here on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, bear with me. Also, shout out to all the YouTube viewers. I appreciate that I got people watching. I think I'm gonna change up my format and start doing like a little deck tech at the beginning of each time I play, so when you watch on YouTube, it's a little more coherent. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you'd like that. But regardless, it is late. It is. Let's see. 1:30. Oh, so all right, everything's looking good. I think my game volume is slightly too loud, so let me put my audio capture a little lower. Audio, let's see, audio output capture. Put that just a little bit lower. All right, should be good. All right, so we are going to play some Big Red in Standard this evening. This is a deck that was on StarCityGames.com. It's no secret. One of the writers is pushing it for a good week 1 deck, and we're going to be playing it week 2 technically at the tournament next weekend. But so far I've played 14 matches with it. I'm 9-5, trying to climb out of gold. We were platinum, but we got pushed down to gold. And the most recent rank reset. So this deck is basically a big red deck. It plays. I'll show you after this match. We'll do a little deck tech. But it basically plays. It's not as fast as the mono red decks. Basically, we're playing shocks, lava coils, and then some like mid range threats like Direfleet Daredevil, Goblin Chain Whirler. And then some more true mid-range threats like Rekindling Phoenix. We get to use some of the new Siege Gang Commander. And then we got let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new Planeswalkers. 2 Ugin, 2 Chandra, 3 Sarkhan. And then 4 Blast Zone, which has been a surprisingly useful card. And then we got some sideboard cards too, obviously. But see if this guy's sleeves matches. Oh, so far so good. Blue sleeves. Blue land. So leading with a Glacial Fortress does not let me believe that this shock and lava coil is going to be super useful. But we'll just jam Chain Whirler and see what happens. That lava coil is not what I wanted to see up the top. I would have liked a land at some point. I really want to cast. Really like to cast my Karn on 4. If he plays a tap land here, I would definitely do it. If he plays an untapped land, gotta worry about Absorb or Sinister Sabotage or something like that. Here we got a Dovin's Veto. Well, now he's just gonna Thought Erasure it. Interesting though. Does he thought? No, he takes the Chain Whirler because they can't cast the Karn. Or maybe as an answer for the Karn. Just drawing all kinds of dead cards here. Like there are 8 cards in my deck I would not like to draw. I mean, Fight with Fire is even fine because I can ultimate it. But yeah, drawing 3 lava coils to start is not what we would like to do. Now he's gonna take my Karn, and we are pretty far behind. We're gonna keep it in for 3 a turn for quite a bit, but well, there's my land. So we have Shock, which is basically dead. And Lava Coil, which is almost actually dead, unless this turns out to play some kind of Thief of Sanity main deck. We got answers. Alright. What do we got? We got another land. So he knows and he's seen my entire hand, so he knows that we're just on nothing. And we're gonna keep playing out our lands. At some point, I'll hold back a land to try and force him to Thought Erasure, because he doesn't want to Thought Erasure anything in my hand. Like, it's just bad. It's bad against him, regardless. Him or her, excuse me. Noetrix. 24. So, yeah, this is rough. Maybe he's playing the Esper mid-range deck, and he's, like, holding back. Here's a Precinct 1, and You know, maybe Basilica Bellhunt or something like that. But in all reality, he's probably just playing the control deck, and we're probably just doing not a lot by doing not a lot. Here. Alright. Liliana. You got it. Unless we draw a Planeswalker to jam here, we are just 100% dead.
Rise and shine.
So Ugin would be our best draw here. By far. What do we got? Shock is not it. Alright, so we didn't draw anything. I want to see if he's the control version or the mid-range version, so I'm going to keep playing. I'm interested to see, like, if he plays any Hero Precinct 1s or something like that. Or if he's just going straight control on us. Well, search tells us he's feeling a little more straight control. Alright, I think we've seen enough. Alright, so we drew, like, we're going to sideboard out all of these cards. That was a little rough. So, we're going to send out Shocks and Lava Coils. We want to bring in Chandra, Siege Gang, Tibalt, and Cindervines. Boom. Done. If you had little Teferi, maybe Chandra's Triumph would be a consideration. But he doesn't. So, or we didn't see it at least. Presumably has big Teferi. My deck's not the kind of deck you really want to bring little Teferi in against. So that did not go well. That was unfortunate. Alright. See if we can do better this game. That's a good start. Except we don't have a green land. And we're what, 15% to draw green land? Something like that. According to this handy dandy tool I have here on the right. I don't think we're going to really afford to do nothing. But having Cindervines in our hand is a good start. I think we got a mulligan though. Sarkhan is just too... This is better. We have something to do on 3, even though it's not super relevant. We can go 3, 4, 5. And we can... I kind of want to get towards a Cindervines or a Treasure Map. Treasure Map is so good in this deck. Very good in this matchup, and also very good in this deck. Tybalt's good too. So, we'll lead with Tybalt. Hopefully sneak it past any kind of counterspell. He'll take one of our 3-mana threats, presumably. Probably take, maybe he'll take Chandra even, because Chandra's really good in this matchup. Because we kind of pressure his Vraska's Contempt with how many Planeswalkers we have. And, like, Rekindling Phoenix. So, decks that are leaning on Vraska's Contempt to stay competitive and, you know, take care of problem permanents, we do very well against, generally. Now, if you brought in the Eldest Reborn, that could be a little bit of a problem. So we did take Tybalt, which makes sense. I mean, he probably has a Cast Down or something for this Goblin Chain Whirler. And Tybalt's surprisingly good against this deck because, one, prevents his life gain from Absorb and things like that. Ugh. So we'll start with attacks. So here's the deal. And to finish my thought, Tybalt also acts as a 4/4 dragon if you play Sarkhan. And plus. So we could either play any of these cards. I think Cindervines is the worst of them because there's no problem enchantments and he's really far away. Like it'll be good eventually. To hopefully either force a counterspell or get through the last things. I'm thinking Noe. We could play Chandra. Because then he's incentivized to attack the Chandra instead of me, or Chandra can start plussing and getting me card advantage. Or we could play Rekindling Phoenix, which is the best play against Thief of Sanity. It's like the best play on board. But if he has a Vraska's Contempt, like we hit Thief Sanity and our things get taken. I don't think we can beat a Vraska's Contempt though, to be honest. Because we play Chandra, it gets Vraska's Contempt. It's the same result. Alright, so I think we're playing Rekindling Phoenix as a blocker. If he has a Vraska's Contempt, he has it. I mean, it's very likely that he does. He did take our Planeswalker, though. Yeah, there he goes. Alright. Well, so he's going to get a hit off Thief of Sanity. He's going to get a card. Which is not, like, it's not great, right? We don't want to give him any more cards. And he put what did he take? He put Sarkhan and Chandra in the graveyard? What could he possibly have taken? Presumably a second copy of Sarkhan or Chandra. Chat, what do you think our opponent possibly could have taken? Jeez. Alright, well. Start with attacks. That seems like a good place to start. Again, I think Cindervines is too inconsequential. I think we need to land... Maybe he took an Ugin? So I like to plus this in case we get a land off the top. Like that. Maybe he'll attack Chandra. You know, we can get lucky. I bet he took an Ugin. Because what? I mean... A Rekindling Phoenix, maybe? Siege Gang Commander... Possibly, but that seems worse. You can't even use the ability. So I think it's either a duplicate copy. He took a Siege Gang Commander. I don't know if I like that. That seems weird. Alright, so we'll plus first. Gotta attack it at some point, right? I would kind of like him to attack it, because then we can start pinging him. So do I attack with my Chain Whirler? I think I do. Because I'm not worried about myself getting attacked out. And if he kills my Chandra, that's fine. He takes 6. Alright, this way I get to take... Okay. Sure. So he's about to get... Wait, that didn't even work. Because, yeah, that was a terrible block by our opponent. Because the guys that acted first don't deal combat damage. Yeah, that was a horrible block by our opponent. Like, he could have blocked with 1 instead of none. Right? Instead of 2. Or 3. 3. Alright, now we can see... Now we're... I mean, he's got cards on us, so... This is what we got. This is our strategy here. Our strategy is try to sneak in 3 more damage and have Chandra live. Don't think that's gonna happen. Chandra's gonna attack at some point here. Can this go to a Planeswalker? It can. This is all at me. I mean, he must have an answer for this Chandra. He's tapped out here because he casted a fairy. I mean, I don't think we're in a great position here, to be honest, but I don't like the sequencing of our opponent. Again, another Sarkhan in the graveyard. I'm so curious as to what they took. Alright, well, lands off the top not doing it for us. Cast down, sure. So if we can... Ultimately, if we can ultimate Chandra, we'll win, right? That's just how it is. Because he'll take 7 damage. Unless he's got a... Oh, he'll bounce it. Okay. I see you. So we can use this to get rid of the fairy, the Thief of Sanity. So we can, what, X for 3, which will put it at 4? I think the better play is to probably get rid of Thief of Sanity, even though we're already buried in card advantage here, right? Like, and he took the Chandra, of course. I mean, he'll take some damage here. Like a Fight with Fire off the top. Lyra Dawnbringer. possibly the worst thing that could have happened to me. Because I can only X this for 3, which would put it at 4. And not 5. 5 would be great, because I could zap to Fairy and Lyra. 1. I don't have enough to cast a Kicked Fight with Fire. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead here, chat. So I might as well just take this to Thief of Sanity levels. Another Blast Zone, not what we wanted. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can see if we can get in. Yeah, we're just dead. Our opponent just had too much gas. All right, let's go again. So let's look at the deck real quick. So this is a deck that was on Star City Games, not my own creation. Let's see. So it basically plays a nice proactive game plan that can answer problem permanents. It plays Lava Coil and Shock. Like, Lava Coil's, you know, pretty good against the Rekindling Phoenix and like all the 4 toughness things running around, like Nicol Bolas, to some extent, you know, the Drakes, the Tempest Gen, like that kind of stuff. Anything, I mean, a Wild Growth Walker when it's first played out. You know, Shock is kind of necessary to keep us alive versus the small decks. Kind of a necessary evil. Like, completely dead there, as you saw. Treasure Map is what makes this deck tick. Because it can kind of filter past your irrelevant cards. Because, you know, some matchups you don't really want Goblin Chain Whirler. It's a fine threat, obviously. But some matchups you don't want Shock and Lava Coil. Sometimes, you know, you're trying to draw Ugin when you got 2-3 lands in your hand. So you can pitch that to the bottom. Along with accelerating you into 2 spells a turn. Which is a very, very important function if you're playing against a control deck. It can also keep the cards flowing once you sacrifice all the treasures. And it kind of fuels a fight with fire. So if you can deal, you know, 10 damage or, you know, 8 or 6 damage combined with some shock lands, you're going to be in business. So I like it. I'm having some good success with it so far. I've been having, like, that's the first time I've lost Esper Control since I've been playing it a couple times. I've played Esper Control like 3 or 4 times. But the first game was really a non-match. So, see if this one will go better for us. But this is the deck I'm playing at the tournament I got next weekend. I'm gonna reevaluate for the weekend after. Maybe I'll hook myself up with a blue-black mid-range deck. But the more react, because like, yes, you know, the Grixis mid-range deck is also proactive in the sense that it plays Nicol Bolas Ravager, and, you know, Nicol Bolas 5, but it is a little less. Let me keep this. It is a little less. Probably those cards will kill you, but Chandra gives us a game plan. Sarkis gives us a game plan, which I like in week 1. So Aristocrat seems like the matchup, which I don't think they play a lot of spells for us to bring back, so you might as well get a blocker in. And Direfleet Daredevil's blocks especially well. What is my opponent doing? Alright, so we'll pump Blast Zone this time. Get it to 2, which takes care of... Where's that Enforcer? Wow, what? And there's a battlefield, 2 damage to target opponent, and up to 2 is... Alright, well, that was good. I'll just put a charge counter on my Blast Zone over here. Don't mind me. What a curve. I mean, let's start with Rekindling Phoenix. I mean, Fight with Fire is tempting, but Fight with Fire saves us the damage, because if they have if they have a removal spell for Rekindling Phoenix, we're kind of under the gun a little bit here. Yeah, I think now we're just dead. I guess we could play... I guess we're not dead. We could play Direfleet Daredevil... Get back the Lava Coil. No, I think Use that here, and then we can block here for no value. Take 1. Hopefully stick the Rekindling Phoenix the turn after. I think we're... Oh, wow. This guy is just... Alright, living the dream. So red, Jund aggro? Okay, that seems... That's weird. Jund aggro. Okay, so we probably... This Diamond Mare doesn't block especially well. There. Fire Cannon doesn't do, like, Chandra's Triumph is probably good enough. And Siege Gang Commander. Treasure Map might be too slow. He's probably going to slow down after sideboard, I would imagine. The Diamond Mare only blocked his 2-drop. So I kind of want to cut the treasure maps. Maybe some number of shocks. Maybe bring in Chandra, maybe Tibble just to make blockers. That seems less than ideal. Alright, well, let's cut the treasure maps first. That seems easier. Do I want to leave all of my shocks in? Yeah, Diamond Mare looks embarrassing here, which is supposed to be our anti-aggro card, but it doesn't really block very well. I mean, we'll leave our shocks... He's got to play targets for shock, right? He's got to have Judith or something like that. The Fireblade Artist. The one that's like, you know, red-black, sacrifice a creature at the beginning of your upkeep. Alright, well, hopefully shock is good. Because that'll get us to our, that'll bridge us to our higher drops here. So we'll start with Mountain in case shock is good, but okay. Blast Zone. So Blast Zone will be our 3-drop again, which did not work out well for us last game. All right, so shock is gonna be okay. That's a start. Unfortunate that they get Afterlife 1, but I'd much rather have that than a Death Touch creature just hanging around. Alright, so we're going to pump Blast Zone to 2. And the next turn, probably play... Man, what a beating. Probably play, Probably play Rekindling Phoenix. Because if this doesn't work out, then I can go Sarkhan next turn and also have another blocker. And I would like them to use their removal spell here. This tells me he has a shock or a chain whirler or something for my token. Because why else would he make that attack? I wasn't born yesterday. Or maybe, you know, maybe he's just trying to get as much damage as possible and he doesn't even care. Fight with Fire is a good draw. Is it better than just playing Sarkhan, getting a dragon? The best play might be to try and get my Blast Zone on 3. So I need 1 counter. Nothing to do with 2 mana. Because Blast Zone on 3 wipes his board. At this point, I kind of am priced into blocking with... We're going to play Sarkhan. I like Sarkhan here because I'm going to block. Like, his board is at the point where, like, okay, like, he gets the, like, I kill his Gruul Spellbreaker, he shocks my Rekindling Phoenix token, whatever. If I kill both of them, his board is empty, and then I can untap and maybe put Blast Zone where I want it to be in terms of... token, or in terms of counters. So this Rekindling Phoenix is token is most assuredly gonna die. Yeah. No spells for us to copy yet. Four, 3 is a little rough. So play my lands. I guess I could pump this to 3. And then cast Fight with Fire and Rakdos Firewheeler. I kind of like that because that keeps my Sarkhan alive. And start just playing Karn into a certain near certain death. Yeah, I don't really like that. Okay. Alright, so we'll Fight with Fire here. I mean, maybe he uses a spell to get rid of our Sarkhan, then we can... Alright, I like that. That's a good start. That makes our Blast Zones really good. I mean, our Sarkhan dies. Bye. So we'll put a charge counter on Blast Zone. Shock. What's he got here? Still nothing for us to grab. Play Karn plus. Let's play Karn plus. We can wait. We can wait in the Blast Zone. Because if we play Karn plus, if he has another Gruul Spellbreaker, he's going to play it. And that would be awesome, because then we can get both of them and he's empty-handed. And maybe he ignores it, and then we just get to draw our Chandra Fire Artisan. Which I'm also okay with, for the record. Alright, so coming after Karn, that's fine. Another Rakdos Firewheeler, okay. So I cannot get what I wanted to get. A little unfortunate. Do I want to put this on 4? I guess. That's a bigger threat than this, technically. Alright, I'll put this on 4. I can dig it. Siege Gang Commander. How valuable is Chandra Fire Artisan to me? This soaks up some damage. Probably pretty valuable. Alternatively... Huh. If I play Siege Gang Commander and he can leave up Shock, I can block... I'd kill everything if I wanted to. And then, so if I plus... Yeah, I think we can keep Karn around. So we can plus Karn. Probably get this mountain. Play Siege Gang Commander. Leave up this Shock. And then we have 2 damage from the goblins and a Shock to finish off our opponents with. Alright, so... 2 blockers. We want to go here, here, and if he has a some kind of combat trick, we're a little SOL. But what are you gonna do, right? I like this. We're 2 for 2ing him still because I'm gonna use the Shock on the Firewheeler. But we leave us with an empty board and we have an active Karn, so that's not nothing. Gonna get to play this Chandra. I like Chandra over Rekindling Phoenix here, because this might let us get to play an extra card. Draw a card essentially. Rekindling Phoenix. Hopefully Karn lives. He might not live, but still nothing for us to grab with Direfleet Daredevil. Those are looking pretty bad here. Oh, nice. I mean, he's gonna get a zombie, sure. So we can up this to 6? Yeah, we can. X equals 2. Alright, so we'll start here. Then we'll plus this because we'll be able to shock this down, so we'll keep our card around again. Just gonna hint infinite land drops. Just goes to our hand, so we might as well just play this untap land. We are going to explode this, get your Liliana. I guess I could have played this Stomping Ground. I don't have enough things to do with my mana this turn. Alright. And, oh. Shock is what we drew with Chandra. Oh my god, that's so bad. Ah. That's embarrassing. Oh, he's just going after us though, so I guess no harm, no foul. I guess, that's so rough. Alright, so we'll plus here. Another land. Now I just think we need blockers. Doesn't really matter, I'm not getting any value off of our Dire Fleet Daredevil. We just need to protect our planeswalkers and our advantage. And our life total. So. Like, I'll definitely trade off. Like, if he offers the trade, we are snap trading this. We might even ultimate Chandra. I wonder what he drew. So the deck tracker I'm using thinks we're playing against Boros aggro, which is just not true. That's a good draw. That's a bad attack. Because now it dies to first strike. Woof! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The shame concede. The shame concede. But these are new cards though, so I mean, who can really blame them? And treasure map is still probably too slow. Yeah, again, Diamond Mare doesn't do a good job of blocking. Cinder Vines isn't what we want here. Tibble, see Tibble maybe for the chump block. He's got a lot of trample threats and a lot of ways he'll just die. I'm not really interested in Fiery Cannon. If Diamond Mare doesn't block well, then that means Fiery Cannon is probably not very good. So, here we are. Blast Zone seems like it's going to do work in this matchup if we can get it at the right time. Like, just the threat of Blast Zone last time was very good. He did get a little bit bigger with Liliana's though, but he just puts a lot of clock on, so we don't really have time to mess around with treasure map. All right, so I have Lava Coil into Blast Zone into Karn. Oh, Chandra's Triumph is good too, because that lets us get whatever he gets here and lets us grow Spellbreaker, which of course it is. It's okay. That's fine. I mean, plussing a counter on Blast Zone for my turn 3 play is not necessarily where I wanted to be anyway. If he plays Rekindling Phoenix, I guess this will look... Oh, yep. Called it. The Lava Coil looks super aggressive in the face of this Rekindling Phoenix, but... what are you going to do, right? If he attacks, I'm gonna trade. He does not attack. Now we can play Siege Gang Commander. And we kind of have a threat of Phoenix, like just killing his Phoenix wherever we want to. If we were able to kill it. Now, do we attack here? Is the question. I mean, we win this race. Especially because we have a Fight with Fire in hand and another Siege Gang, yeah. No, that was bad, actually. This was bad, because now he's going to be able to kill my Phoenix, and I'm not going to have a removal spell for his Phoenix. Yeah, that was actually really bad. He got me in the position I wanted to get him in. Yep. Alright. Yep, that was real bad. Okay, I mean, didn't turn out as terribly as it could have. Not something I want to make a habit of, though. Blast Zone on 2 is going to be real good. So now I think we can play Karn, and then... Does that give us... That does not give us enough to Blast Zone. Fight with Fire would... Wonder if he's going to make that same block. See if we can make it... Nope, not these guys. If he makes that same block, then we can get him with the Shadow's Triumph. Yeah, he's going to. So now we Shadow's Triumph this. Maybe we should have played Karn before we did all that. Just to see what we grabbed off the top. But I guess we also wanted him to block. I assume he's going to give me the shock. Yeah. And then we can take our Blast Zone up next turn. Or we might attack with 2 things and we can double block and our Karn takes 2. Whatever. So we didn't... One of the reasons I was so apt to do that is he didn't have the removal spell for it last turn. Oh, he did, but he killed other things. Just letting this Phoenix just get value. Alright. So let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really do think we should take this turn off to Blast Zone. Or he'll just concede. And that is all she wrote. Alright, let's play a couple more games before we get to bed here. Card reward. Seeker Squire. I don't have 4 Seeker Squire. Alright. If your opening hand doesn't contain any opening plays, consider taking a mulligan. Thanks, Magic. Appreciate it. Whew, that's a hand. If we're playing any deck that wants to attack us real quick, we're gonna lose. But if we're playing a control deck or something that wants to grind, oh yeah. We are gonna be in it with this treasure map. Okay. Aristocrats. So maybe not as in it as I had thought, but we'll give it our best shot. Nope. We'll draw more lands. Like that one. So we don't want them to know we have Blast Zone quite yet. Because we'd like him to commit more things at the same mana cost, which is 2. Which I do believe this deck has quite a few 2-drops. That's going to get Chain Whirler. This will be a good Chain Whirler turn. And it's tapped, so we're going to have to... We're playing Chain Whirler here, so we're not even... If this were a mountain, we could scry, but we're not going to scry before we draw. Because Chain Whirler is happening here. Because he can't even sacrifice this because it's already tapped. This will go here. We'll scry at the end of his turn. But so because he got in that 1 damage, we can't lose 2 life. And he can't draw a card. And I like that. That is something I'm a fan of. Another Gutter Bones. Okay. So we have to stop it as in stuff. We'll put our stop in the draw step too. I think Rekindling Phoenix will probably be really good here. Oh, okay. That seemed aggressive. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes those attacks better, right? Alright. That was something I did not see coming. Siege Gang Commander. Seems really good. Against all of these, against this ability. Because I can just set goblins and also things that want to attack me for 1 each turn. Seems good. So we can definitely scry next turn. More Gutter Bones. Haunted Witness, yeah, he's all in here. Yep. Does this go to a creature? No, okay. I mean, we're gonna kill that Priest of the Forgotten Gods real quick. Seems like step 1. Sacrifice this goblin. So maybe we shouldn't scry in case we can draw a land. We can... Oh, this will pop, though. Let's see if we draw a land naturally. And if not, then we can pop the treasure map. We did not draw land, but is this good enough? No. We want to get rid of this. So now we'll pop the treasure map. We will keep Ugin on top. Yeah, probably. And then we will pay red, colorless. We're gonna deal 2. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Sacrifice this goblin. Guess we could have attacked first. Hold on. I'm screwing it up here. We want to do this. We want to target this. We want to sacrifice this. Maybe we could have attacked first. But I think it's 6-1 one half dozen the other. Alright, we're gonna lose another life. Oh, we gotta get going. Okay. That was just our draw step. And now we can play our Rekindling Phoenix. Yes, I'd like to do that. Don't take my time out. Alright. And that's that. So now we got blockers. We took care of the Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Midnight Reaper is kind of a pain. Gutter Bones. So we'll be able to clean up some of this with Chain Whirler. Alright, so we'll start with the Scry off of Treasure Map. Oh yeah, we put Ugin on the top. I think we can see it on the top. Alright, yeah. Now we can't cast it because we're a bunch of dummies. So here we could Chain Whirler to clean up some of these items before we play Ugin. I kind of like playing Ugin minusing on the Midnight Reaper and then forcing him to use our removal spell. We lose a card this way. Whoops. No attacks. So we lose a card this way because we can't draw off the treasure. I think we've used this treasure poorly. That's what happens when you play Magic at 2:16 in the morning, I suppose. Well, so we'll kill this Midnight Reaper. And we got great blocks, so I'm down with whatever's happening in terms of blocking. This cool Celebrant though is going to be a problem if we don't do it. Oh, and another Midnight Reaper, and another Cruel Celebrant. All right, so now we're in some problems here because now this is just going to chain draw twos or chain lose twos, which I'm not a huge fan of. I do want to protect this. Yep. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. It's like, why does that not trigger? Okay. So I think... Oh, we can cast Karn for 2? What's up, Siggy, my friend? How you doing? Thud them out with Krenko. We're not playing Thud. But I did consider, after you told me you were thudding people, I was at work, you know, I was, you know, in a conference call, you know, let's sketch out a list with a Thud. Trying to use like Vinemare and Ronus to, you know, tin them and then Thud them. Alright, so let's start. Yeah, if you got a list, I would be super curious to see it. Alright, so I think we gotta kill this Cool Celebrant next turn. I think we're just dead, though. To be honest. So we can play this, and then we can also plus the Blast Zone to 2. And Scry. So I think we'll start with a blocker. What? Oh no. I'm into -2. Man, it is late. Alright, well if we can pull this one out after misplay, who knows what we can do. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Just playing at your local game store? Is it the... Yeah, I guess is it Friday night? Yeah, is this the first Friday Night Magic it was legal at? I think we're just comboed out dead. Maybe not. Does he have a removal spell in here? Nope. So we're gonna lose 2. And then... So we have to kill... So if he does not play another Cruel Celebrant, I think we'll be okay. Alright, well that's not great. Alright, so we're going to start by putting charge counters on this. X equals 1. Nice, nice. What archetypes have you been drafting? Alright, so we're going to start by not minusing our Karn, right? Because that was dumb. I wanted a blocker, not a minus for nothing. So I think we'll start with this. We will activate this, and this might just kill us. That might be a thing that happens. We might just die. Bye, treasure map. I should have scryed first, I guess. Alright, so we'll plus this. I have to imagine. Can I cast this? It's glowing like I can cast it, but it does not look like I can cast it. I don't... How did I cast that? Does anybody know how I cast that? Did I have 1 red floating? I must have had 1 red floating. That could only be the answer. Alright, so I'm at 1. I got a lot of blockers though, so let's get in there. If he has a removal spell for my flyer, I'm just dead. So I had 2 red though. I mean, I have been up since, you know, working hours this morning. Maybe I just miscounted. It looked like I only had 2 red. I think I might have had a red floating. Oh, and I just died to the Sorin. Who knew? Aggressive good stuff. You got a Vivian and an Arcbow. So Vivian and an Arcbow, that's a flavor combo wombo. You know, as soon as you played Vivian and then you played your Arcbow, your opponent just pick up their cards, right? All right. So we're playing. Aristocrat. So we want Fiery Cannonade. Tibble doesn't seem like the worst. They gain a bunch of life. Diamond Mare seems good. Sieging also seems good. What do I not like here? Karn is slow. Treasure Map is also slow. I don't know if it's too slow. Ugin is also probably too slow. Tybalt. Actually, Daredevil doesn't have a lot of great targets, and it's like they want their stuff to die, so it's a mediocre blocker. Bring in the Tybalts. Shadow's Triumph is good too. Alright, we gotta cut 1 card. Fight with fire, I suppose. It's probably like good as just exactly a 1 of. Alright, that's it. Alright, thanks, Iggy. Good luck. Alright. Nope, that's not it. This is closer to it. I don't know if it's it yet. but closer. We need a land. Though Tybalt, I am interested to see how this Tybalt would play out in this matchup. Well, there's a land, so it would have been fine. Red, thank you. Yeah, Tybalt would have been a good play here. Now instead we're just kind of stuck putting our Blast Zone on 2, which I don't know if is the best. It does take care of their Cruel Celebrants and their Priest of the Forgotten Gods. So I don't think it's that bad of a play. Or would I rather Chandra's Triumph this? I think... I mean, I can always just Chandra's Triumph for the next turn, right? And this is the mana efficient play. Yeah, so... Do I wait? I think I wait to Chandra's Triumph it. What's the downside? They play another creature. I have a way to kill it, I suppose. I mean, with this on the... That's interesting. See if he tries to protect his Sorin. So I do have a kill in the Sorin next turn, which I do like. And I do have the Fight with Fire and other ways to deal with this Midnight Reaper. So I think I'm just going to kill the Sorin next turn, which we kind of get paid off for holding our Chandra's Triumph, which I'm a huge fan of. Oh no, it's +2. Maybe the plan was bad. Yeah, that plan was bad. I took 3 damage needlessly. Needlessly, you heard me. Well, there would have been a shock. So it would have worked out fine. So we'll start with Sarkin. Give us a dragon. We're going to attack Sorin. He's going to bring this back, but if he brings it back, it's dead next turn. It's probably just dead next turn anyway. But I'd much rather shock it and get him for 4. Alternatively, the repeating creature damage can deal with Sorin, whereas shock can deal with a, Priest of the Forgotten Gods or something. Whereas, like, it's hard to really make them attack into my 4/4 blocker because that's super obvious. So, curious to see what they're gonna do here. What does that do? Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Okay, not worried about my Sarkin. Interesting. Yeah, that seems like he should have destroyed the Sarkin. Now we have double shock. So I guess we start by plussing. See if he blocks, and then we'll see if it's worth it to double shock. It probably is. Single shock. Gotcha. Cool. Alright. So maybe he has another one in hand, maybe he doesn't. But this Blast Zone on 2 is where I'm going to keep it. I could plus it here, but Cruel Celebrant is, like, his entire deck. Yup. Oh, I thought I had a dragon still. No, I was about to do the happy dance. I would like to keep my Sarkin around. And this is, I mean, trading shock for his soldier is like basically a real card. I guess I have to trade it for his Gutter Bones, which he's just going to get back anyway. But it's really the only thing I have going for me here. Oh, that's going to keep it at... He attacked me with this. Interesting. So he's going to get Gutter Bones back to his hand, but sure. Huh. Now the question is... Yeah, keep the blast zone where it is. Whirly boy, I like that. Cool. So we're gonna do this. Gain a life. Keep in mind we already there was 3 life that we could have prevented earlier. We didn't. Plus this. This is nowhere near dying, so I'm just gonna attack with everything. And the Diamond Mare, like, yeah, I guess he could remove the Chain Whirler, get in for 1, whatever. Like, I mean, the Sarkin's nowhere near dying, so... And this fight with fire is going to look real good against the Seraph the Scales. Alright, I kind of like where we are, assuming we don't just draw lands for the rest of our game. Well, step 1, land. And again, this Cruel, I'm not too worried about the Cruel Settlement at this point. Because he only has 1 card in hand, 2, I guess, if you count Gutter Bones. Channeler would be good, though. We'll make a dragon. So these fly. If he blocks everything, I only kill 1, yeah. And the Diamond Mare is so useful in taking my life total up. Next turn I can make a dragon with Sarkin, though, so that'll be helpful. No, I can't. It's just gonna have to keep it in for 4 because these spirits are just coming after him. He's going after me. He does not care about the Sarkin at all. He must have a removal spell for it then. Maybe a Spark or something. Because otherwise, getting a dragon kind of shuts off his attacks, because it just kills his entire board. Right? It's 4. I can only plus this 1. Still think we want to keep it on 2. Ugh. I mean, he must have that last card must be a removal spell or something. Because otherwise, he attacks with everything. His entire board gets wiped. Okay, he figured it out.
I will consume you.
Chain Whirler would be so good here. Like, if I got Chain Whirler, I don't know. God Eternal Bantu. Get out of here with your nonsense. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, I take 5. Yep. Channel O looks much less good now. Yeah, now I think we're just dead. Alright. So now we're going to we're gonna pop this off now. Bye, Diamond Mare. Yeah, this is brutal. Yeah, I think we got comboed out, chat. Yeah, we're just dead. All right, so that God Eternal Bantu just destroyed us. Let's see if we can get one more in before we hit bed. That was not good. We didn't draw. I mean, we did draw some of our sideboard cards, but I feel like that matchup should be in our favor because we can keep them off their relevant pieces relatively easily. But that Soren kind of threw a wrench in our plans. Not something we were really anticipating. Waiting our opponent. Maybe our opponent will not show up. Alright, that's a hand. We got a lava coil, we got a chain whirler. We got a shock. We are living the dream here, chat. Hey Siggy, did you win? Alright, now we just need some lands. Grixis with no blue yet? Black-red mid-range? What do we got going on here? I mean, I think we'll start with a threat. Sucks we don't get any value here, but clearly they're not playing anything low to the ground. We have double lava coil if he plays Rekindling Phoenix, so not worried about that either. Alright, so one more land we would be... Oh, nice. Nice, nice. So what'd you make out with for this evening in terms of prizes? Land? No lands. Alright. Chain Whirler it is. Again, I'm not super worried because normally like I kind of like to try and side my Chain Whirlers because this looks like the kind of deck that's going to play a Rekindling Phoenix or 4. So I kind of like to save my Chain Whirlers to try and, you know, get the Rekindling Phoenix. But in this deck, not as good though, because you don't have Lightning Strike to kill the Rekindling Phoenix. Pre-board, you have Chandra's Triumph post-board, I suppose. But Lightning Strike kind of like makes that in a turn Lightning Strike Chain Whirler play tick. Oh. Okay, well we won that. So that was that. That was too quick. We'll have to get another one in before we call it a night. Maybe we'll get a couple more in. We'll see. Oh, nice. 4 packs, split top for 6 each. Split draft 3 each. Okay, yeah. Nice. So, are you the kind of person that cracks your packs, or are you the kind of the person that saves your packs and, you know, uses them for drafting with friends, or sealed, or chaos draft, or flip it or rip it? One time I was in the airport. It was after a Magic tournament. It was GP Richmond last year, I think. I think it was Richmond. And our flight out of Richmond at night got delayed. And it was like we were like the last flight from Richmond to Logan. And it was just like, yeah, we were the only people in the airport. We were all at the bar, of course. And it was me and the guy I traveled with, and a bunch of other Magic players, and a bunch of people who had no idea what Magic was. Just no clue. And so my friend bet me that he had like 50 tickets left over or something. He told me he would give me his tickets on the condition that I buy however many packs I could get with them, and then I play flip it or rip it with those packs. So we bought 5 packs, I think is what you could get, and we're at the bar, like 2 or 3 beers in, waiting for our delayed flight with like half Magic players, half people watching the college football game. And we're playing flip it or rip it. And the person next to me is like this, he was this nice old man. And he just like leaned over and he was like, so like ripping the cards as part of the game? And we were like, no, not really. But I mean, you do what you can. He had no idea why we were flipping it or ripping it. I got a Sulphur Falls. It did not rip the Sulphur Falls. I knew, and to make matters worse, I knew the Sulphur Falls was there. Because, like, for some reason I opened the pack and the Sulphur Falls was, like, facing the wrong way. Like, all the cards were face down and the Sulphur Falls was face up. And, true to my word, I did not remove it. I powered through and we did not rip it. Oh, that's nice. So your store, Siggy, lets you just bring your own packs or keep prize packs on tap. You know, store credit, that's nice. So we're going to scry at the end of his turn, I think. Or we could put Blast Zone up and nuke Azcanta. It's a little far from flipping, and I kind of need the land. So let's start with the scry. Nope, need a land. That's nice. Scry at the beginning of our turn, too. Lands, draw that. So while I was telling my story, it looks like our hand got ripped apart by some thought erasures, making our very good hand look very bad. Especially because I got Shock Lava Coil. So I think we're gonna tick Blast Zone up to 2 counters to begin with. Oh, come on. Bye, Sarkin. Nice knowing ya. So we'll take Blast Zone up to 2. Because I kind of want to nuke that Azcanta. Because it's going to just get real out of hand for me. But again, I'm a little land light, so we got to kind of... No, I wanted to freaking scry first, but I guess this works out better. Because now I can play Dire Fleet Daredevil, assuming it resolves. Which it doesn't look like it's going to. Yes. Alright, so now we'll scry at the end of my opponent's turn. So what I was saying is, we can play Dire Fleet Daredevil. Oh no, now Azcanta's gonna flip. Maybe it was correct to scry, pop the treasures, blow up Azcanta by using my treasure to activate Blast Zone. But on the other hand, we got 3 dead cards. Billy! Coffee crew early in the morning. I'm late at night. I'm still the beer crew here, so... What's up, my friend? Because this Azcanta's just going to bury us, but, I mean, we just got irrelevant spells in our hands, so it's not like we were... I don't think we're missing anything. Fire with Fire is not the worst. You're saving the world, putting out the fires? Or is fires don't happen at 1:45 in the morning? Oh, nice. Nice. Keeping the city safe. I appreciate it. You're like a firefighting Batman. Does Batman fight fires? I don't think so. Oh, so you're a split crew, Siggy? Yeah. So are you staying? Does that mean you're staying up until coffee comes around? You're the beer crew, you're the draft and beer crew, and then you're gonna be the coffee crew? I guess I could see that. Can't be the worst existence. Oh, man. Yeah, this Azcanta's just gonna destroy us. I don't think we have any chance of winning, to be honest. Like this treasure cove will keep us in the game for a bit. Cause we have more cards than our opponent. Just they're mostly useless. So my current plan is to try and fit in a fight with fire. Alright, well there's a threat. Yeah, I'm trying to wake up to watch the Richmond tournament tomorrow when it starts, but we'll see if that happens. Oh, that's awesome. That's so nice. Free comics and free Magic tutoring. From Siggy Stardust himself. So at some point I probably need to fire off these shocks. If I'm going to try and set up this fight with fire. I mean, because I mean, what am I doing with the shocks? Like, I can't afford to fight any hero, any Teferi. So I think let's do it now. Like, fighting Teferi is just not an option. Like, I'm just gonna have to try and set up this fight with fire and hope it works. But I need to do 6 more damage to him, but there is literal no way that this fight with fire is gonna resolve. I would be shocked. Shocked, I say. I mean, we got plenty of threats, so... I will plus this Blast Zone to 5 if we don't draw anything, though. Treasure map is a draw. So we can plus our Blast Zone to 3 and Scry. Oh, well. Getting the counter spells out of the hand, you know? So we're going to add 2 counters to Blast Zone, put it at 4. I want it at 5 so I can just nuke a Teferi as it resolves, or, like, you know, it'll get 1 activation. Not the greatest, I mean, what are we supposed to do here, right? Alright, so let's... X equals 2. That's nice. So does your comic book store, does your game shop, they get a lot of attendance for free comic book day? Okay. Ain't nothing we can do. I mean, I guess I could cast Fight with Fire now before he gets more counter spells and just hope I draw another one on the runner, but if he draws a counter spell, we're just, like, if he reveals a counter spell, we're done here. Look at that. We're done here. Alright, let's get our sideboard on. Sideboard out all these shocks, lava coils. We want our Tibolts, our Chandra, our Siege Gang, and our Cinder Vines. At 60? That's 60. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's awesome. Sounds like you guys have a good community there. My city, we got a few. Ooh, this is a hand. We got 3s, we got 4s. We're gonna draw 5. You know, who knows? So we'll start with Tibalt, obviously, because that's what we can do first. And then Tibalt into Chandra, and if we can draw a 5-drop, we can a 4-drop or 5-drop. We can really pressure it. I mean, I don't know if I want to get Chandra down or if I want to play Chandra or Rekindling Phoenix. I think Chandra's more valuable to resolve. It takes a more specific answer to get rid of. I mean, same with Rekindling Phoenix, though. Chandra's going to turn into a card advantage engine, though, which is good for us. Alright. There we go. We're not going to get any value out of it to begin with, which is kind of the same deal as Rekindling Phoenix. We don't get any value of it to begin with. Okay, well, here's a start. See if we can get this Chandra rolling. That's what I'm talking about. That's a 5-drop. Might be countered, but it's a card we drew off the top, so we're trying to run him out of threats here. Well, that's unfortunate. So he did have the Vraska's Contempt, so maybe he Kaya's Wraths here, and then we can land Rekindling Phoenix? Maybe we can still land Rekindling Phoenix. Ooh, boy. What are the chances we can play Ugin? Let's attack first. See if he uses mana. If we wait until we have 8 mana, we could play Ugin. No, we would need 10 mana. That's kind of untenable. Ugin doesn't have a target here, though. I think we're better just playing Rekindling Phoenix. Ugin doesn't have a target. Like, I want to play Ugin and destroy this Teferi. Otherwise, what am I doing? I get a 2-2 and my Ugin dies? Alright, sure. He's light on Lance. I mean, now, kind of the same consideration, but I can't just not resolve it. Before, there was 2 mana up and it was questionable, but I can't just not resolve my Ugin. Because even if he draws a Kaya, we get a Kaya's Wrath, we get to get the Chandra Fire Artisan out from under our Spirit. I think it might just be locked on spells. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Esper Control on Arena today. Is he going to bounce my Ugin? No. Yeah, I've been playing a lot as per control. I've been doing fairly well against it. But sometimes, like, this big red deck can grind, like, surprisingly well. Alright, so we're attacking. See if we can get him to commit any resources before I try and play the Cinder Vines. Because Cinder Vines would be a great move. So he probably has another cast down in his hand, which is fine. He's still between a rock and a hard place here. I would like to save my Direfleet Daredevil and try and get a Chemister's Insight out of his graveyard. Ooh, I could just play the Direfleet Daredevil out and get the Chemister's Insight out. Regardless. I guess if he's casting his Chemister's Insight in his main phase, I just win. And playing Direfleet Daredevil is a really bad downside against Cry of the Crane or Wrath. So I think we'll just stay here. I did not get the mythic box. I did not. I thought about it. Hey, look at that. We got some Kaya's Wrath here. I thought about getting the mythic box. I would have loved to get the mythic box because that sounds awesome. But my wife and I are trying to save for a house, so I guess I could have gotten the mythic box and told her it was an investment. So, you know, this will double our money, but no. So that's a no for me. What about you, Siggy? Did you grab one? Did you get caught up in the debacle? Billy, help the people tomorrow, my friend. I'll be here Streamco de Mayo. We're going to do an early morning stream, coffee crew stream, before the Richmond tournament starts. So maybe like 7 o'clock or so. I might have a margarita at 7 o'clock. Who knows? Can't start drinking if you don't drink early, you know? Alright, so we'll plus this. That's where we'll start. Treasure map is a good one. He can't cast... I think the Chandra's just good. Regardless of what he has in his hand, like... Alright, that's a... Oh. That was a misplay. I should have tapped this Blast Zone because there's no way I was adding counters to it anyway. On the off chance I drew a Cinder Vines. The Cinder Vines would be a really great play here. I am going to just... I got so many Direfleet Daredevils, I'm just going to take this Chemister's Insight out of his graveyard. Oh, man. That was a misplay. I should have... That was... I mean, I don't know it was a misplay, because, I mean, what are the chances I had, you know, 6% chance of drawing this or something? Confirmation all 4 boxes, so you flipped them. Oh, nice. You're not in it to try and, you know, play the long game. You know, put them in your closet for 10 years until they're worth, you know, a grand or so. Because that art is sweet, man. I'm about it. Like I said, I wish I could have grabbed a couple. Did you have any trouble ordering them? Another Kaya's Wrath. You know what's free? You know what's better than playing treasure map? A free treasure map. Get another creature. Get another card. I think we'll just win here, actually. We're gonna make our planeswalkers dudes. Get in there. Boom. Got him. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you. My local game store, I got a couple of them. I don't get down there as much as I should. Just so, like, I don't have a car because I live in the city, so, like, it's just hard to get there, and I can take the bus or an Uber, and then, you know, I'm paying, you know, $20 for my draft, and then, you know, $20 for Ubers, and I gotta get some food while I'm out, you know. It adds up real quick. rather spend, you know, a couple $100 on Arena every set and just play whatever deck I want and stream for you fine folks. But I do go to pre-releases where I can here and there. And my favorite way to support the local game store, though, is go to, like, the MCQ, the PPTQ as they used to be called, right? But those type of, like, competitive REL local tournaments. Because, like, you get to see the people you grind with, the people you get to play with. Maybe it's 15. I don't draft a ton. But it's definitely not like 10 or 12. No, it's 15 on Fridays, or they used to do a thing where you could do $20, and on Thursdays it was $20, and they drafted at the bar next door. They had like a room where like any age could go. You draft at the bar, you pay 20, you get the packs and draft or whatever, and then you get $5 in credit. So 15. That's nice. Yeah, so 15, but still. 12 will be nice. This seems like a really good hand. Fight with Fire is a little meh. Kind of like want to draw that towards the end of our situation, but Treasure Map is on point. I don't. So even if you Thought Erasures here, we got 2 good cards against them. I don't know what's more important, Cindervines or Treasure Map, to be honest. I think it's Cindervines because it lets us deal with an Azcanta, because that can get out of hand. And it kind of incentivizes them to Mortify, which will let us resolve our Treasure Map. Okay. That Treasure Map's not going down. I still think we have to try. Because then, I mean, we got land, so we're gonna... Okay, cool. That's fine. That's okay with me. Maybe he was representing Absorb. And $12 draft, that's nice. That's some nice stuff. But yeah, like I said, I don't get to the local game store as much as I would normally like to. Hopefully I can and with trying to save to buy a house, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the pre-releases, really. Like, I could, but I think I just value other Magic experiences more, like this. Chain Whirler as a threat. I think that's fine. What happened on Thursday? Pick 3 of packs in a draft? What does that mean? Alright, so we'll cast Chain Whirler just as a threat that he presumably needs to use a counterspell on or some kind of answer on. Hopefully, maybe he'll tap himself out. If not, we can get some damage in the meantime. The goal here, though, is we really want to resolve our Sarkhan. Beer tapped out. He's thinking about it. He's tanking. So here's the question. I think we just need to... I think we're just casting Sarkhan here. Not ideal, right? But... yeah, sure. But he tanked a lot on using his counterspell last time. Ugh. Maybe I should have been putting this blast on and putting it up to 5, but... alright, that's a good start. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not quite. None of those do me any good. And now it looks like he's out of counter spells. But his oh, man. Resolving this or Kindling Phoenix is really tempting. I blow all my treasures. But then he needs to bounce something. I'm not winning the card advantage game, right? Chat, you may disagree with me here. But I think we gotta, like, we're not, like, I'm not winning this card advantage game. Yeah, it would be nice. But I just need to try and get this Teferi off the board. And now that I have 2 threats on the board, I think I'm much closer to doing that. Sure. Maybe it bounces my token. That, again, pay the cost of the packs to provide your own plus $2. Oh, alright. Future Sight 8th on Kamigawa. You're just gonna watch the world burn, Siggy. 8th edition was my first... So, like, my first sets I ever bought were, bought the blue-white 5th Dawn pre-constructed deck. That's a good one. Bought the blue-white 5th Dawn pre-constructed deck. That had Skull Clamp in it, which I thought was a terrible card. Little did I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. I shouldn't have played that land because I'm going to flip one here. Oh, no, that's fine. I can't even... Oh my god. I guess I can grab the cast down out of his graveyard. Let's say I can't even enter the God Eternal's back, but my life total really doesn't matter. And I can just grab the cast down out of his graveyard to deal with this. This doesn't do Planeswalkers right now. Alright, yeah, I just wanted to try and, like, stick some threats, because I'm not going to win. Like, you're just going to... If we're just playing card advantage, you're just going to beat me. You're just not going to be close. But yeah, anyway, I bought a 5th Dawn Skull Clamp. Thought it was the worst card in the world. Why would I make my creature weaker? But, like, my first real set was 8th edition. I bought so many 8th edition packs, or, like, you know, as much as my parents would let me buy with my allowance, you know, whatever that is. Alright, so maybe we should have been putting our Blast Zone on 2 at some point. He's a second away from it, though. Give me this land. Not a land, but it's close. Land?
Sit back and watch it burn.
That's a land. Ugh. Oof. So a guaranteed way to get rid of the Teferi is to Blast Zone it, right? Guaranteed. It's 5, so we need to add 1, 2, tap for 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can spend this turn doing nothing except for upping our Blast Zone. That seems bad, though. Alright, let's attack first. What I really want to do is fight with fire. And kill his Teferi that way. But there's no way it resolves, right? What is this at? 4? 3 Ice Age? That's just mean. Trying to get people to quit magic? Ooh, that's trying to protect his Teferi. Gives them another counterspell chance. I mean, I think we gotta do it. I think we gotta go for it. One, 2, 3, 4, 9. I can't see behind the fight with fire. What do we think this says? This is a terrible design. Should be damaged by any number of targets. What life is Teferi? Teferi's at 1, so I want to do 1 to him. What is going on? Alright, I'm gonna cancel. Try that again. Teferi's at 1. We want a kicker. Here. Submit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it probably starts at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. That was way too difficult. That That is a bug. Woof. Why doesn't it, like, as I tick, if I have 2 targets, as I tick one up, it should tick the other down. That only makes sense. So do you think we can beat this result, this flip search? We couldn't do it all. I mean, we have a good shot. We're gonna, that was weird. So we have a good shot here. If we are able to minus our Chandra, and just cast cards off the top. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're not going to get greedy. We're just going to minus our Chandra. Deal 7 to him. Interesting. So... land. What's here? Ugin. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could Ugin, Direfleet Daredevil, Mortify. I should have taken the Mortify earlier. We could Tibalt. That's not what we want to do. Maybe we Direfleet Daredevil. Yeah, that's what we want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can Direfleet Daredevil, get the counter spell, play the Ugin, and have the counter up. That's what we're going to do. So, like, we're going to waste mana, I suppose. Okay, sure. Play the Ugin, minus on the Thief. Vraska's Contempt is real annoying. Alright, so no, he's got, and then we have the counterspell up for it. So I think we just win. Boom, we did it. Chat, we did it. That was sweet. That was cool. I am about that. That's 3 o'clock. I gotta go to bed. I was thinking maybe we could try and do one more to get to gold tier 2, but it is 3 o'clock. I'm trying to get up to watch the Richmond coverage tomorrow. So chat, Siggy Stardust, thank you so much. Billy, Bassfisher08, thank you. I appreciate it all. Thanks for this freaking 3 o'clock in the morning over here, and I appreciate you guys tuning in to watch. That means a lot. So, yeah, right? We figured it out. Once you got past the fight with fire going up and down, you know, we could do anything. The world was our oyster. But yeah. Thank you so much, and good luck. Good on you for volunteering tomorrow to teach people how to play Magic. So good on you. Hopefully it's a good time. Yeah, I'll be back for Stream Code de Mayo. We'll be up early. But have a good one, Siggy.